You all have the best business in the world. You guys own 30% of every one of our businesses. You make 30% of what we make without doing anything, without investing anything. And you're all competent people.
It was the private sector versus the finance minister today at the TTMA's leadership discussion and networking event at the Hyatt, as business leaders called out the government for its management of the economy. Planning Minister Kennedy Swarat Singh had earlier attempted to paint a picture of the harsh realities facing the government.
95 cents of every dollar.
94 cents, yeah.
It goes in 94 cents is for transfers, subsidies, pensions, salaries, debt repayment. Of every dollar. And of that 94 cents, about 46 cents are transfers and subsidies to state and enterprises. There are significant inefficiencies in our system, not just on the revenue collection side, but also on the expenditure side.
However, the Blue Waters executive chairman did not find the explanation satisfactory.
The situation you are in is a normal private sector situation. Some people don't even make 6% of sales after tax to grow their business. So I'm not saying you don't have a hard hand, but it is not unusual compared to what we deal with.
Business leaders also called out the government on the issue of outstanding VAT refunds, which is now past the $800 million mark.
The VAT refunds. So I have to be honest. Many manufacturers I've spoken to over the last few weeks, we've pretty much not received anything in over a year. So we really want some clear timelines.
But a clear timeline was not forthcoming, as the finance minister identified a number of issues with the process.
More of that will come as we fix the BIR. That has been a major bane, believe it or not. And when you have the revenue stream of the country being compromised by lack of resources, etc., you have the problem is then it's a twofold. Revenues are not coming in, audits are not being done, and therefore repayments cannot be done. So we are looking at fixing the revenue side, we are looking at fixing the repayment side, and we are also looking at whether or not VAT, as it exists now, is the best fit for what we need to do going forward.
The minister says an international consultant is reviewing the issue to determine whether sales tax or another mechanism may be more viable. Meantime, Central Bank Governor Larry Hawaii gave an account of the country's forex situation.
If I compare 2025 with, say, 10 years before, our foreign exchange inflows from the energy sector is about close to $1 billion less per annum than it used to be 10 years ago. We're in the process of trying to bring that back up, but it's going to take time. March last year, our foreign exchange reserves were about $5.4 billion. Today, it's $5.5 billion. It's not much more than it was then, but this is after we've put in the central bank is at $1.2 billion over the past year to help stabilize the economy.
The central bank governor estimates that a number of TNT's energy deals will come into fruition in 2028, thereby boosting forex inflows. However, he notes the vast majority goes directly to the commercial banks.
Many people think the central bank actually is the one that puts the foreign exchange into the system. We don't. It comes from the energy and the non-energy sectors, the people who actually have foreign exchange, they earn foreign exchange and they sell it directly to the commercial banks and bypass the central bank. So that 80% of it actually comes outside of the central bank into the system. And that is something that we need to remember.
Rynessa Cutting, TV6 News.